The old problem, the drink problem is always going to be there. I mean, I don't kid myself anymore. I used to think, I'll beat it one day. I don't worry about it now. If I beat it, I beat it. If I don't, I don't. And I'd rather think like that than drive myself crazy, worrying about it.
What would you do if Real Madrid offered you everything? Money, fame, a stadium full of fans chanting your name. And you said no just because you'd rather stay close to your local pub. Welcome to the life of George Best, a genius who played like Maradona, looked like a Beatle, and lived like a rock star. A man who literally turned down Real Madrid because he couldn't be bothered. George Best was born in 1946 in Belfast, Northern Ireland. By the age of 15, his talent was so unreal that Manchester United manager Matt Busby sent a telegram to his scouts saying only, "I think I've found a genius." And a genius he was. Debuted at 17, scored twice against Benfica at 19, and by 22, they were calling him the fifth Beatle. He was a star, both on and off the pitch. By the late 1960s, George Best was the best player in Europe. He won the Ballon d'Or in 1968. United won the European Cup. With Best scoring the crucial goal, offers came pouring in, Juventus, Barcelona, and then Real Madrid. The president of Real offered him everything: £1 million, a house in Madrid, a car, even a personal English-speaking secretary. George replied with silence. He never even responded. He just stayed in Manchester. Years later, he admitted, "I couldn't give up Manchester's pubs, or the women that came with them." He was also a man full of contradictions, with incredible talent on the pitch, but demons that followed him every step of the way. Here is a raw moment that shows just how deep he had fallen.
George Best, I can see him coming at me from across the stage. The eyes are glazed, and I knew the worst had happened. He'd shunted down several bucketfuls in about 5 minutes. So he comes across to me, and he's as drunk as a skunk.
Terry, I like screwing, all right?
All right. So what do you do with your time these days?
Screw.
I see. Ladies and gentlemen, George Best.
And after watching that, it's clear he was a man full of passion for the game, for life, for women, and unfortunately, for alcohol as well. His life was a whirlwind of glory and darkness. Incredibly talented on the pitch, yet at the same time trapped by his own demons, slowly dragging him down. This is a raw and painful moment that shows just how deep he had fallen. George was a regular at every bar in Manchester. Paparazzi loved him. He once disappeared for 3 days. When they found him, he was in a hotel room with Miss World and 5 bottles of champagne. He didn't want Real. He wanted freedom, and he knew Madrid would never allow that. From 1970 on, it started going downhill. Alcohol, parties, one-night scandals. He left Manchester United in 1974, at only 27. He played for clubs across the world, Greece, Australia, America, but by then, people watched him more for the legend than the football. His light dimmed, but his stories didn't. He once famously said, "I spent a lot of money on booze, birds, and fast cars. The rest I just squandered." George Best died in 2005, age 59, after a long battle with alcoholism. Yet, he's still remembered as one of the greatest footballers ever. Some say he wasted his career. But if you asked him, he didn't want to be a legend. He just wanted to live. George Best didn't go to Real Madrid. He didn't chase trophies. He chased life. And in doing so, showed us how brilliance can burn bright and fast, but never be forgotten. George was the first true football celebrity, stylish, wild, and unpredictable. Tabloids followed him through clubs, hotels, and scandals. He was spotted with movie stars, models, and once even disappeared for 3 days, only to be found in a hotel with Miss World and 5 bottles of champagne. And if you enjoyed this story and want to see more forgotten legends, untold drama, and the moments that shaped football history, leave a like, share it with a fellow football fan, and hit subscribe. Don't forget to click the bell so you don't miss the next twist in the beautiful game. Let me know in the comments, would you have turned down Real Madrid for a pint and a party?